Behave yourself. Look,
Oh,
we're alive. Are we
very
alive?
good. We're very mindful. Are we
Yeah.
alive? Yes.
We're
It
alive.
says we are. Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. It says we are.
Okay, but we have no one watching right now, so
So that's a good thing.
it's just the two of us.
Does this record when you do the live too?
Yes, it should do. I hope so.
Uh,
What if no one ever turns up?
yeah, that's fine. I think the more you go live, the more people turn up. But I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I want to check.
Do you want your glasses? Huh? I feel like I should see. You could have started this thing a long time ago. I was over there getting.
But you were making too much noise.
Yes, but I was coming to try anyways. Please excuse me.
What do you want to see? Nice try. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, we have 3 people. Hi.
Hi, 3 people.
We're just. Hey.
Sorry, boy.
I wasn't sure if we were actually live or not. I'm not very good with this live thing. I think the last time I did a live, I ended up doing 2 lives simultaneously somehow. I don't know what happened.
Okay, we got 8 people. What, 10? You want to start talking about this when it gets to 10?
Yeah, I mean, we could just talk a little bit before we get into like.
So how you gonna keep track if people ask questions in here?
So on the side here, you can see like someone said hi.
So you're going to come there.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's see if I can track it on here. I don't know.
Check it on here.
It's kind of small because I'm using my phone.
That's why actually if you need your reading glasses.
So please don't mind. Hey guys. Yes, I'm actually in the States at the moment. I came here for my birthday to celebrate because last year I was all alone. So this year I thought I don't want to be by myself this year. So
you want to come and play in snow.
It has been. The snow's been awful. I landed at the airport and everywhere was just white, just covered in white, head to toe. And so it's kind of weird. I haven't seen snow in like so many years. And so it's just now starting to clear up. So it's now starting to melt. So it feels better. But actually, it hasn't been that bad. It hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. But yeah, it's been okay. It's been okay. So I didn't get to celebrate my birthday as much as I would have liked. But it was still nice.
But you're celebrating the whole of February. And then February happens to be the perfect month this year. So, you know.
I mean, February is always a good month.
Hey.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had been born during the leap year thing.
Oh, no.
That would suck.
But then I could be younger, so that would be good.
There we go. All right, quickly.
Okay, so I hope you guys can hear us. Okay, can you someone let me know if you can hear all right, because I don't have a microphone or anything. Is the sound good?
How do you check it?
I don't know. You're asking me questions. I told you I'm the worst person for lives, honestly. So guys, please bear with me.
Isn't there like a comment section?
I don't know. You can only see it on here. Like if I was on my computer, it would be easier to see. But right now, like I can't really see.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, you figure it out. Okay. No, I think you guys can hear me, right? Okay. Well, because we're just gonna try and manage. I think, because I think you can hear me.
Hopefully they can.
I don't know.
We want to deep dive. Well, not deep dive.
Well, we basically just want to talk about this whole citizenship thing, right? Because I feel like there's been so much going on and so many people have so many different views on it. And so I had actually wanted to do a pre-recorded video, but I didn't get the chance because, as you can see, I'm here in the States and like I just landed. And so like there's just so many things happening. So I thought, hey, let's go live and talk about it. So I know a lot of you are in the diaspora and you want to get citizenship in Ghana. And the rules have never been completely clear, right? We didn't really understand what the process was.
And just when we thought we did.
Yeah, it hasn't gone to plan. So recently, the Diaspora office announced the rules to be able to have citizenship, right? So I don't have all the rules in front of me, but I know one of the things was... Oh, yeah. Can you get it? Okay. Yeah, so one of the things was that there was a fee to pay, right? It was 25,000 cedis. And then 1,500 cedis for the application process. And then you had to do a DNA test. Those are some of the things that I remember. I can't remember what else was on there, but there were lots of stipulations. Now, the reason that a lot of people had uproar about it was because, number one, the money, right? Which I guess when you say it in dollars, it's not that crazy. It's like $2,500 or so, right?
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, because I think with let's just say even if it's 10 CD, I mean, 10 to 1 type of ratio,
Yeah, it's about 2,500. So it doesn't sound a lot, but when we're talking about multiples, right? Like you've got a family of 4, for example. That's a lot of money. That's then $10,000. And they only gave people, I think, about a week to put all the...
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
The things together.
I didn't even know that till you gave me that feedback.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, if I didn't... So what would have happened if I didn't put in my paperwork then? Then I'm just, what, SOL?
Yeah, and then the money is non-refundable as well. So if you do it and you make a mistake and it doesn't go well, then you've kind of lost your money, you know? Which was...
Who's in charge of this thing?
So it was a lot. And also you had to get a criminal record done where you're from.
I'm all approved. I approve of that.
I think that's good as well. But within that timeline, how many people can do that?
With the exception of the timeline, I think certain aspects of the requirements, the criteria that you need to meet before applying, I think it's basic, very basic anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? There are places, but did they have a residency requirement?
Yes, you had to have. Yeah, you had to have had been in the country for at least 2 years. Be able to prove 2 years residency.
That is low. 2 years is low. Like, so what's everybody crying about?
No, so you see, I have like 2 schools of thought on this.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, I have 2 schools of thoughts on this. So I'm for it, but then I also have thoughts that are probably going to be a little bit more controversial as well.
Like what?
So I think citizenship is a good thing, right? I think that people are definitely entitled to have some citizenship, and I think that the rules were fair, to be honest. I think it's quite a low entry barrier to be able to get citizenship. If you think about other countries that are out there, right, it can be difficult. Like if I want to come and get citizenship in the States, like I have to jump through so many hurdles. There's so many things that I have to do.
But why the comparison to the States? Are you not from America?
I'm not from America. So even in the UK. Right, you can't just get citizenship like that. Oh, please.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, it's like and I'll let you land with your school of thought, right? It's like, okay, is this thing that they were trying to pilot, was it specifically for African diasporans, or was it for flat out citizenship all around?
I think it was citizenship all around. That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it was mainly for the diasporans, right? And I feel like
diasporans. Yeah.
I feel like, we need to just have control of our own thing and our own narrative as far as like, all right, a lot of the times when you hear people governing a country, there's always a comparison to like the superpowers, UK, US, which is not bad, but let's take the good from that and also create our own kind of like wavelength, right? In the sense that I don't think it's a bad idea that Ghana says, you know what, we're going to have something separate for diaspora people who are, who due to the transatlantic slave trade, all of that nonsense, and what do you call it? Of Black heritage, all of that. This is for you, and this is for everybody else. The Chinaman and all of that good stuff, and have more stringent something for them, versus us who are just finding our way back home, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? And so initially, I thought this is what this was about.
Yeah.
So for me, if that's what that was about, if it was more spoken for the diasporans, hey, come back home. We want you guys.
Well, it does have the name diasporans attached to it.
Yeah, so that's my assumption. So with that, it's like it's still not bad because we want our people to come back home, but we want to make sure we're not getting the bad of the bunch, the bad apples of the bunch. So make sure your criminal record is, you know what I'm saying, good, and of course show that this is not your first time in Ghana. You've come a couple of times. You've shown a certain level of rapport. Like, some people come to Ghana, they get the culture shock, all of that good stuff, and they realize they're like, no, this is not really for me. You know what I'm saying? But there is I think.
Oh no, you finish what you're saying then.
Oh, I think. That just threw me off. you know, they like. I think the fact that they're looking at, hey, somebody being here for 2 years, for the even 2 years is small.
It is.
2 years is small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, shall they go and come like a couple of times, you know, and let's see how the culture of Ghana affects you, whether you actually love this place for what it is, or you're here causing problems because, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to bring your ways from your previous, wherever you stay, Scotland, wherever, you know what I'm saying, Toronto, you want to bring that culture here, and it's creating some kind of clash and conflict, and because of that, you've had run-ins with the law or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's a bad requirement at all. I think that's very necessary. But again, I think 2 years is child's play.
It is, but I think a lot of people had an issue as well because you had to prove some type of DNA that you were connected to Ghana in some way.
Okay,
which
so I had a problem with that because I'm like, I think something, I mean, you know, I don't know how many conspiracy theories we have in here, but there was a lot of conspiracy surrounding, you know, 23andMe, those African DNAs, all of those things, stating that a lot of those things, you know, weren't accurate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lack of accuracy. So with that DNA, it's, you know, it's wishy-washy. I feel like I wish there was a way to like actually allocate that. But I think if it was up to me, are you black? Like, can we confirm that you have black skin? You know what I'm saying? Like, I always had this ideology of people coming from, you know, the States, you know, because that's where I am, coming from the States, and due to, you know, lost records, so many issues that our distant relatives have faced from being, transferred from where, Lord knows where in Africa to Lord knows where in the Western Hemisphere, be it Jamaica, Brazil, all around, somewhere along the lines, some people kept records, some people didn't keep thorough records. So how can they thoroughly trace? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I always said to people here that, hey, visit Ghana. If you want to get back in touch with your roots, if you want to claim somewhere as on the African continent as your home, go visit as many places as you can, see what resonates with you, deep dive into the culture, deep dive into, like, you know what I'm saying, the roots of things, and see like, hey, if you can adapt to this, or if there are ways that you can take from this and bring your new learned ways, and, you know what I'm saying, create a new lane of like culture for you and whoever you're coming back with, your family, whatever, right? And then you start worrying about pledging, you know, allegiance, which basically citizenship is, you know.
But do people see it that way, as pledging allegiance, though? I don't know.
You should.
You should.
You should. So how else
I feel like but I feel like there are two sets of people. There are people that are just collecting passports, and there are people who are dedicated and actually want to contribute to society in some way. You know?
So that's when the government should really narrow down who we want. Who do we? No, I'm saying they should discuss, all right, what's best for the country. Because I feel like one of the biggest aspects too that has been neglected in this whole thing is the locals. How are the locals being affected by this?
That was my,
you know,
that was my controversial part that I wanted to say, because I do feel like Ghana is really difficult at the moment, right? Especially in terms of financially, we're struggling. And so it's like, the more people that you allow into the country that have more buying power, more spending power than the locals, then we lose a certain dynamic to what Ghana is. And that's my, I'm even scared to even go into all of my
say it with your chest.
I know, I think it's a good thing that people are allowed citizenship, but I feel like there should be, the barrier should be tight as to who is allowed to get that citizenship, just because of how it's affecting the locals as well, because it does affect them negatively.
It shouldn't be just wake up today and say, oh, I'm ready to be a citizen, or so on and so forth. And
I want you to read some of these comments. I mean, I can't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, should I read it out loud?
Yeah, you can read it.
I started from where? Well, I mean, I'm starting from the top.
Okay.
Of this one. So we got one. Gail Davis, hi from VA. Hey, Gail. Hi from Maryland. We outside, but inside really. I think both Rabbi Cohen and Baba James Small, both very respected diaspora elders, made the most salient points about why they did not support this, and pretty much nailed the coffin on this. I guess we'll have to go and run it back and see what they were saying. This policy is not for legal migration to Ghana. If it was, then all the requirements will be fair and reasonable. So, Rosita, what? So, what is not fair and reasonable? If you're still locked in, let us know. I agree with what he's saying. This citizenship policy for historical diaspora. I guess diasporans. I guess meaning those who have been consistently coming back and forth. So well, I mean, if that's the case, then sure. This is a very different context than legal migrant. I'm lost. Me too, I'm lost. The next issue, Ghana has made promises and made commitments going back to Kwame Nkrumah. Nkrumah himself was the first to make an intellectual and political spiritual distinction between legal migrants and immigrants to Ghana and his historical diasporans. Since 1957, how many pronouncements and promises have been made concerning the right of abode? Elders, okay.
That's very true.
Okay, elders, where promises were made. Okay, I mean, we definitely have to check out these elders. The most problematic for Ghana is you just concluded a diaspora summit where you arrogated yourself the role of global champions for repatriation.
That's very true, actually, because Ghana has definitely opened itself up to being the first almost to welcome people back. I don't think they've done a very great job at doing it. I feel like a lot of the other countries.
Somebody hit the nail, because I was going to get to this. I'll let you finish.
Good.
Somebody hit the nail on what I wanted there. Like, woo! They said, I would love to move to Ghana, but the increased prices, easy access to all parts of healthcare and infrastructure are the things that give me pause as an elder. Yes. Yes, infrastructure, health. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I love that Ghana is like, we're the beacon of like safety in Africa right now, right? But what about infrastructure? What about getting somebody from point A to B? What about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our shoulder lanes being cleared for ambulances to make it from point A to point B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not being clogged up by truck drivers and people who just want to buy things on the road. Like, no offense to my street hawkers, like, yo, you got to get it, but a better system needs to be built. Like, those are the infrastructures that matter to me. What do you call it? Waterways, gutters, like all of these things.
That's very true.
We should be focusing on this. So I'm like, I also saw somebody make a point about, people who want this level of citizenship should have a business. And I think, yes, but what is the business focused on? Just extracting our resources, or actually coming in here and...
Yeah, but there is another set of people who don't want to do business. They just want to come and live their life because
they want to come and retire.
They want to come and retire and just enjoy what Ghana has to offer. They shouldn't necessarily be excluded from that just because they're not coming to start a business.
No, I don't think they should be excluded per se. I don't think so. I just think that when I think about the costs and everything that they're trying to attach to this, I think, I beg to ask the question. It's like, okay, where's all this money going to? You know what I'm saying? What is it? So it's like there's just layers that I haven't kind of like articulated my way to, but it's just one of those things that just makes me wonder. Like, okay, 2,500.
I mean, I did a video not too long ago, where I was saying that I don't think Ghana is even ready to welcome the diaspora back in its entirety. Just because as you said, infrastructure is not great. And yeah, these things are lacking. But I always say as well that even though these things are lacking, this is where we create opportunities. This is where it's the best time to actually get in, because things are not perfect. And so it means that there is room to make improvements. But, are we leaving that to the diaspora to do, or is that something that the government should do? Because right now, no one's taking the lead on any of that stuff. We're all just kind of like trying to find our way. So it's a bit of a problem. So I think it's great that Ghana is opening its doors.
Who's this? Baby doll lashes. It was the mosquitoes for me.
No.
I'm not mad at that. Like, bruh, I can't tell you how many times I go to Ghana with citronella, rosemary, all these oils. I'm just on the ready, bro. Before I'm even getting off the plane, I'm just smeared up and down because those mosquitoes are treacherous, because as we already know, they carry a lot of disease, and apart from the, the hurt and pain that it causes, nobody got time for that. So yes, it is definitely part of the infrastructure. because we know, again, the gutters,
Yeah.
the just stagnant water, you know.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think we do definitely need to know like what this money is going towards as people are paying, because there's so many. Even at the last one, if you look at how many people got citizenship, 500 and something people. Can you imagine that times 25,000 cities? Like, where would that bulk of money go to?
Some of those people are paying even more.
Yeah, oh yeah, because a lot of people were making a business out of creating, allowing people to get citizenship, right? Yep. They were saying that, if you pay me this money, I'll put you on the list.
What was happening here in America was happening in Ghana. People were getting married for papers. Yeah, people were getting married for citizenship.
People were just using like these funny connections. I know that some people are paying like $5,000 just to get on the list of citizenship.
Yeah.
And to be honest, some of those people that got citizenship had not even done their 2 years of residency in Ghana. They just managed to, because they were able to pay, get onto the list and get that. But hey,
each his own.
Yeah,
man, that you just hope that you're doing something well with this citizenship. That's what we're saying. But at the end of the day, I'm curious to see the new changes that are gonna come about.
Yeah.
This pause that they're doing.
But do you know why the pause came about? Because people were boycotting the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was basically like a message that went out to everybody that was like, nobody sign up for citizenship because this is unfair, which it was unfair. To do it within 5 days or so and get all that, who can do that?
People have spoken.
Yeah, and so they paused it, which is good.
I think they need to do some type of town hall meeting and really have this sit down and like the leaders of these diasporan groups, right, really within themselves have a meeting, have their demands, right, what they want to see, come together and along with Parliament just present this and have a clear-cut path of citizenship for all those who are returning back home and define Ghana to be the place of abode. And again, like a lot of people are saying in the comments, all these promises that were made since Nkrumah time, like somebody has to honor them, and why not this government?
It's true. I feel like the Office of Diaspora and Affairs is supposed to be the bridge between the two things, right? So I know they've been trying to do a lot of work with people that are on the ground, the diaspora on the ground, so that they can come up with policies and things like that, so that we can work together. I don't know how effective that is.
Efficient fire department, absolutely. All those.
Yeah, we have a long way to go. I think everybody's kind of aware of that. Yeah. It's just. Yeah, everybody's aware of that, really. But I think citizenship is good, but I think we definitely need to tighten up on the rules. And I think the fact that everybody boycotted this one means that there is still a lot of there's more talk to be done.
Why do you think citizenship is important for the diasporans?
Because when you think about setting up business and stuff like that, at the moment, if you're not a citizen of Ghana, setting up business, you need to have $500,000 in your bank account. Me, I don't have $500,000. I don't know about you people, but if I wasn't already Ghanaian, I don't have $500,000 to start a business. How do you start a business? Unless you put somebody who's Ghanaian onto your phone. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
But I don't think something is wrong with that.
It isn't, but how many people have that?
Well, but those are things people. No, okay, forget the $500,000. That is a little, you know what I'm saying. But I feel like the requirement of like doing business, because the whole agenda should be bridging the gap.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's not modern day colonization with different skin colors. You get what I'm saying? It should be, hey, distant relatives, welcome home. This is us. Who are you? Let's work together. Let's figure this thing out. So I think that clause right there is a very good clause to keep in place to help people, you know what I'm saying, figure this thing out. Now, what would behoove the Ghanaian government or even the diasporans who are living in Ghana is to create that chain. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, look at that supply, the chain leading to, hey, let's create a forum. Let's create a platform of, Ghanaians, locals who are ready to partner with diasporans so that we can be, these are all voids.
That's nice, but in reality, there's the theory and then there's the reality of it, right? So in theory, all of that sounds nice, but in reality, how many stories have we heard about people being ripped off, trying to do partnerships with people, Do you know what I'm saying?
So then you have something that is along the lines of a Better Business Bureau to rate these things. Like, you know, it's all theory until people start to put, you know what I'm saying, some real action behind it. Because it's through that action that the mistakes are going to come up. We're going to start seeing all the gaps between what we're trying out until we perfect it. You get what I'm saying? So yes, every single thing's theory. That them coming out with that announcement was theory. They were like, "Oh, no, wait a minute." You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, but it's like it's up to the diasporans, the locals, to figure out that hey, these are gaps that could help these visions come into fruition. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? Yes, even for the locals, some of them should be really prepared to do actual business and not just look at people coming from overseas as cash cows. You get me? And then, you know, some people coming from here shouldn't just come and look at the locals as like, hey, you got all these resources. You're stupid for not knowing what to do with it. And you know what I'm saying? It's like there's a significant level of bridging the gap that needs, like, you know what I'm saying, like hardcore conversations that need to be had to really put the nail in the coffin for like these issues, so that real progress can really start.
I mean, we have to start somewhere. And okay, so even though they had to retract these stipulations, right, for citizenship, I think it was a good thing to kind of like be able to create a little bit of ruffles, right, so that they could get some better feedback as to what people are actually willing to do and what people think is fair. Because I think wherever they got their data from, it probably wasn't, the net wasn't thrown wide enough for people to really input what they want, you know? I
like what Sapadea woman said. Citizenship. So this was, even when I was asking, this is what really I was hoping you would say, because I wanted to pick your brain on that. Citizenship is important because if we have to escape the U.S., we need to have legal residency and or citizenship in places we flee to. I agree. I absolutely agree, because as we can tell with the nonsense going on right now all across the world, specifically in the United States, you know, the government's, you know, the United States has not exactly been the safest place for a lot of Black, those of Black descent. And so, yes, having that second home, having a place, a country that's going to, you know, back you in situations like this is very essential.
But I think a lot of people also fear like dual citizenship because they feel like they're going to be penalized by the other country for having two passports. You know?
Yes. I mean, over here on this side, those things are, it's a reality, especially if you're anybody on this side who's getting some kind of like decent money and you're like right above the, what's the word? Like, threshold? Not the threshold, no, but it's like those who are working government jobs, depending on what kind of clearances and stuff like we're not allowed to hold dual citizenship, because then we can't get certain clearances into certain spaces because it becomes a problem of national security. So not everybody who's flying to Ghana has these positions, but majority of people who are even making any kind of money and who really get exposed to certain things and like, it's crazy over here, I gotta get out of here, and realize that, yo, Ghana is home, I need to go to Ghana.
Yeah, because I know people that have two passports, dual citizenship, and they keep the fact that they have a Ghana passport hidden. Just because they don't want it publicized that they have this up, because it can affect so many other things for them.
Yeah, so something governmental like that, yes, it makes sense. It makes sense. Not make sense to hide it, because that's on you and your government. When they find out that, who knows, you know, don't let your chain of command not like you, and they're gonna, I don't know, whether it's treason or whatever. I don't know what the ramifications for that are, because I don't play those games. I'll tell you, if I have it, I have it. If I don't have it, when I was in the military, I had to destroy
your what?
My Ghana citizenship.
Really?
My where to go? My passport. Before I could,
Really?
Yeah, you had to rescind all those things just so you could get certain clearance levels and stuff. Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's crazy. So, did anybody else have to do that? I'm interested.
Well, if they were military and they had to, you know, get cleared for certain access, then more than likely they did. Really? Unless they did. But
then you could just go back and get citizenship.
Well, you have to. If you're no longer working in that capacity, then yeah, you can do that. but then now you got to go through the whole process
Yeah.
again. Go to Ghana, and
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah. Hey, it's the smell and the dust. We know.
Yeah.
Please, we beg you. We beg you, right? We know that smell is, especially if we go to, there's a place around Osu, they call it, is it Osu or Labadi area? They call it Lavender Hill. Very misleading.
It's not lavender.
You won't see one lavender in sight. Only lavender that you're going to smell is the one that they dig holes and they.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is atrocious. It is atrocious. But yes, I'm not sure how to pronounce this person.
I don't know. You
person talking about the dust. I feel you. That's why we need you to come up with some solutions and then let's go to Ghana and go and implement them. Because at this point, it's all hands on deck evolution. All right, because we clearly see the government is I won't say struggling, but they're doing their part. So we the citizens, we the those on the boots on the ground folks, we also got to pull our weight. We also got to create communities that can assist some of these transitional policies in place, like that are being put in place. We've got to assist them. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of us, I feel like we live in a bubble, though. We don't even know what's going on until something blows up.
I live in a bubble.
That's what I'm saying. Most of us do live in a bubble. Like we only care about things that affect us immediately, and that's the issue that we have. So a lot of people were touched by this citizenship, which is why it became such a big thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the Office of Diaspora Affairs had been talking about, trying to see how they could bridge the gap and how, we can get people citizenship. But people didn't care until the rules came out. Yep. And it was like, oh, hold on, no, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like the look of it. My application is in the process right now.
You know what I'm saying? And so it frightened people, especially the no refund thing really has frightened a lot of people, because no one wants to put in 25,000 cities and then it won't come back. Wrong, and then you ain't getting that back.
Well, that's why they're revamping it, right?
Well, let's hope so. I mean, they haven't said. They just said it's on pause. They haven't said what they're doing.
They're about to change it.
They haven't said, okay, the rules are going to change.
Was there a deadline? Do you know?
What, to put your application in?
No, not the application. When they will come back and.
No, there was no day. I think they needed to go straight back to the drawing board. I think they need to have like a real roundtable discussion about this, and they need to make it equal with the people that are Ghanaians on the ground and those from the diaspora that are actually interested, not those that just want to come and make money in Ghana, but those that are interested in living and really immersing in the culture.
What about, I wonder if Ghana is granting asylum to a lot of African Americans here based off of, the climate of things,
What, here?
Not here, but in Ghana. Like, the climate of things here. Like, some people are terrified for their lives, losing their jobs, all of this stuff, and they're just like, no, I want to go back to Ghana.
I don't.
That's part of the infrastructure. That's part of the infrastructure. That
Ghana has got so many other things that it needs to work on. Like, no, we have a long way to go. I know it's such a shame that Ghana is not really pushing in the way that it should, right? Because really, Ghana is at the forefront. When you talk about Africa, most people think of Ghana immediately. We're at the front. But we're not doing what we're supposed to do as the leaders.
Good in Africa, then they're like, oh, Ghana.
Yeah.
You say bad thing, then we know who.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We have all these stereotypes. But now that's why a lot of people are now looking at other countries as well. They're looking, because they, as you said,
because Ghana is getting stupid expensive.
It's very expensive.
I used to brag about just being able to stretch your dollar going to Ghana. And now it does not hit the same. It does not hit the same. Uber prices at an all-time high.
Goodness.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like high rates, high prices, lower quality. That's the problem. It's like the quality is not even like, you're not even keeping the quality or even raising the bar. It's depleting because I feel like they're being forced to, keep up with this, keep up with the demand.
It's really funny. Like, when I usually pre-record videos, I say certain things, and then when I'm editing, I cut them out. I'm like, that's too much. And so now I'm trying to watch the things that I'm saying. I'm like, I'm being sparked, but I'm like, let me not say that.
Speak your mind.
This one is libel. You can't take it back.
Because you live there.
I can't take it back. So I'm like, okay, let me hold back.
Yeah, I speak my mind. I wish that nigga would. No.
No, it can be difficult to say what you want sometimes because
Right.
no, because do you know how many people like email me and like say things
Block them.
and say things about me like, you hate Ghana so much.
Forward the email to me. I'll block them for you. I'll cuss them out and I'll block them.
Why don't you leave the country if you hate it that much? No, I love Ghana. I absolutely love what Ghana represents, but I also believe that we have a long way to go.
Yes,
is what it is. And that's why, other African countries are now opening their doors. A lot of other people are looking to other countries because it's easier to get in. Like, they're not even worried about citizenship yet. They're just like, they just want to go to these other places because the infrastructure is better. And so it's easy for them to like a lot of people like places like Rwanda or,
I heard the infrastructure there is good.
You see what I'm saying?
Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya, Sierra Leone, people want to go to some of these other places. But Ghana was at the front, where we could have,
Yeah, we can't lose this. We can't lose
cream,
this battle,
you know what I'm saying?
We can't lose this battle like we lost the Afrobeats battle.
Yeah.
If you started, Afrobeats, we were holding that thing down, and now Nigeria got it.
I just think sometimes
Can't lose being the beacon of Africa.
It's
time to get competitive, man.
I'm gonna say this.
Say it.
I'm sorry, right?
Say it. Don't be sorry.
I think sometimes as Ghanaians we're too greedy, and it puts us at a disadvantage in certain things, right?
I do get that energy a lot.
It's
almost like
greed.
You got to get it and get it now. Like there's no tomorrow. That I hate that energy.
That's the issue that we have, honestly speaking, because Ghana could be so much more progressive. We could be so much further down the line if it wasn't for greed. A lot of people have said, I'm not going to Ghana just because things are so expensive. And as you said before, it's like buying things that are of quality. It's like you're not getting quality, but you're getting the expense of something that is quality.
Just because
there's no other option.
We have higher.
Do you want it or you don't want it?
It's taken away from the spirit of Ghana. I feel like that level of greed is taken away from the spirit of Ghana.
That's what puts people off.
We are known to be the place where when you touch down, it's open arms.
Yeah.
Not doing sly weird things and no. It's and that I had even said this before during our private conversations where I'm like, again, part of the voids that need to be filled by those of the the leaders of the diaspora movements in Ghana is giving some people some type of etiquette training. You know what I'm saying? Making it like, what is it? What is the equivalent over here? I don't know if it's like OSHA or whatever, right? But it's like those things, those essential pieces of infrastructure is what we, coming from this side, also should be bringing to Ghana, because if more of our people are flooding from here, there, or from the UK there, we're going to be accustomed to this.
Yeah.
And we would want this. And it's not something that cannot be given to us, or it's so like outlandish, or it's out of like the typical Ghanaian scope of work that it can't do. You know what I'm saying? Being polite, you know what I'm saying? Being really customer service driven. That's not a like, you know what I'm saying? That's not a step backwards.
It's very interesting you should say that, right? Because even me being here, right, when we have certain conversations, I'm like, that's kind of harsh to say that because of our different cultures, right? I feel like, me personally, sometimes when I hear Americans say things, I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds so harsh, because we Brits, right, we're so like polite. Right, that's how we are, right? So if you want to say something to someone, you cushion it as much as possible before you get to the heart of what you want to say. Whereas I feel like Americans are very direct, and so when you go to Ghana and you're very direct, people take it's offensive. But even though it's not meant that way, we take it as offensive because they're like, that seemed harsh. Like, why did you have to say it like that? There's this cultural thing that makes it difficult for people, Yeah. It's not that you're being rude. That's where you're from. That's how That's how you talk.
Hey, Mel, what are you talking about? You Americans are the reasons the prices skyrocketed, because everywhere you go in Ghana and on social media, you're saying how the prices are so cheap. I don't disagree, but I can see your certain level of reasoning in that. But you gotta understand, like that's one of the, just because we're saying something is cheap or something is inexpensive doesn't mean the price has to go up.
But that's how people will understand it, though.
That's not how. It's like, hey, it's like if somebody's saying like your quality is affordable, Like, no, if somebody's saying your product is affordable and the price is also good, we're basically giving free publicity. We're giving free advertisement. We're bringing free business. That does not, like, if you've done your budgeting and all your analysis right, and you know that you're still breaking at a good, you know what I'm saying? You at a good profit margin.
But that's what we're talking about, the greed, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm just answering this person and saying that we are the reason why things are expensive. No, it's not us. It's the people who are seeing an opportunity and they're like, you know what? Let's skyrocket it up. Because listen, I at one point I was in Ghana for 4 months, and the time range from July till about like November, right? And then I left, came back in December. The prices of places had more than doubled. Make it make sense. How does that happen?
Every December, especially, right? Prices go up after December. And it never comes down. It just goes up, and it makes it so difficult for people.
It's not us. It's not us.
It's a lot of greed. It's a lot of greed on the ground.
Thank you.
You know, people want to build their individual empires so quickly without thinking that, you know what, let me get a good foundation first. They just want to just build like that, and that's not how life
Americans
works.
also offer more money for services, and it drives the expectations for Ghanaians. Like I said, all right, if I was running a business and I know that, hey, my jollof and chicken is 50 cedis, and with that 50 cedis, things like, you know, let's say everything else, the price of everything stays the same. Why wouldn't I keep the price the same and keep getting the same level of, you know what I'm saying, drive, same level of, what do you call it, customers in and out of there, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm keeping the quality the same. This is not the time for me to increase the price. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here?
It doesn't make sense to us, but it makes sense to somebody. That's why they're doing it, you know?
It makes sense to them because they're like, Charlie, no one knows tomorrow. We go chop now.
And that's the mentality that a lot of people have, though. They do.
It's horrendous.
We are in that poverty mentality. I speak about poverty mentality all the time, and that's what it is.
Scarcity mindset.
Yeah, scarcity mindset. So it's like, listen, I get what I can get for today without thinking about tomorrow, you know?
Because I'm trying to go to Dubai tomorrow.
Yeah.
You might spend this money instead of,
you know?
Instead of building a Dubai where you are. Irritating.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any more comments on here. Not giving people money back. Not giving people money back, it's an African thing. You can give someone money and go back 5 minutes to get your money back, it's gone. Dela talked about this before. Yeah, it's true. Like, there's no such thing as a refund policy.
Oh, yeah.
No, we were literally just talking about that in the car.
Just talking about this today.
Because we bought some eggs today, right? And then we realized that they were broken, and he was going to take them back. And I was like, you can take the eggs back to be, like, they'll give you your money back. He was like, yeah, I just, like, literally bought it. I'm like, hey, in Ghana, once they have your money, we don't even know how to. I don't know if the tills even do refund. Like, I don't even know if it's even possible.
Process it.
Like, refunds is not a thing. I'm like, oh my God, I've got so used to Ghana that I'm just used to. Once I know my money has crossed the other side, and it's not coming back again.
It makes you a responsible spender, though.
Yeah, it does. I'm like, but before I give you this money. Let me
inspect every single egg.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want this one. Change this one for me.
Like,
that's when you have the time.
Yeah, once the money's crossed.
I'm not even mad at that. You just got to know your time and your place. You got to know where you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Because even in the UK, refunds are very popular. I think I've forgotten about refunds because I'm just so accustomed to how Ghana is now. Yeah. But yeah, refunds is a thing, you know. But to put down money for citizenship,
it's like, again, even because it's possible because the UK, the US, they have the infrastructure. We got massive. Since we're talking about eggs, we got massive factories that are, you know, they're laying eggs. They're, you know what I'm saying? They got billions and billions of eggs. So it's like their profit margins, like they're not losing. You know, they're not losing and refunding you. You know what I'm saying? For a crate of eggs that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all they're going to go do is clean it up, whatever.
Well, yes, when that happens, someone has to take the hit, though. You see, like in Ghana, nobody wants to take the hit. Nobody. So it's the example. Another example is when you go to a restaurant, right, and the waitress or the waiter gets your order wrong, right? The money, the money comes from the waiter. He's going to pay for the fact that your order was wrong, right? The business is not paying for it. So the money has to come from somewhere. You know, we as the business in the UK or in America, wherever, we will swallow that cost, right? Okay, you know, we take the error, it's on us. But in Ghana, it's not like that. The business is not taking the swallowing that cost.
I feel like I'm not like, again, I feel like out of all the focus, all the spots in the, you know, in Ghana's infrastructure that needs focus on, I don't think, you know, that is where it needs to go. But I agree. I definitely agree that, you know, there's a big significant difference there. Do I think it's wrong? I think everything's appropriate for its place, because Charlie, yes, that's a waiter. Don't get the order wrong, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something to keep your attention.
I can understand why that policy is there, though, because some of the waiters, they don't care.
They do not care.
They don't really care.
And that's why I'm saying it's like, I'm not trying to say to, you know, sound like an asshole or anything like that, but it's like, no, it's like it's
being careless.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's a checks and balance thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stay on tippy toes. You're here to work. I'm paying you for your job. Do your job and do it well.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
you know, if they implemented those things here too, I'm just trust and believe. But yeah, it's kind of like a known fact. So a lot of people don't misbehave in that manner. Whereas like in Ghana, you know, a lot of the locals, man, Charlie, when they're desperate. Once the desperation wears off, then it starts showing the true colors. Like, who needs this job? I'm the one who's helping this business run. So you need me because I'm the best waiter here. So they start feeling themselves. So
look, there's a comment here. Someone said, Americans chat too much. The Ghanaians see the opportunities to charge more because they think you can afford more. Black Americans especially like to show off when they travel abroad.
Hey. So okay, let's dive into that. Where is that coming?
Yeah.
America's chat too much. Okay, that's irrelevant. The Ghanaians see the opportunity to charge more because they think you can afford more. Yeah, I agree. So then stand your ground on that. Go where you are appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to, like, all right, if you go to Bella Freak and you feel like Bella Freak is charging too much. If you go to, I don't know, wherever, go and patronize another business. If you go to Malcolm, wherever, go and patronize another business. That's fairly, straight to the point. You don't have to, you know what I mean? And since we're talking about, I guess, the immigration, now I think there are entities in place that advocate for these citizenship issues and so on, they've built proper rapport with governments and so on and so forth. Like, how do I say it? Like, use that channel, use the proper, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we are where we are right now. That's why this whole thing got boycotted, because they spoke up. They saw that, hey, this is not right. You know what I'm saying? Don't overcharge us, whatever the case is. And we are going to say something. We're going to do something about it. And that's what happened. So, I mean, I think things are in place for that. So I don't disagree.
There was another requirement in the citizenship, right? Where you have to do like a day of training or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember the words that they use, but basically you have to go and do like one session of class or something like that. What do you feel about that? Because I know in the UK, if you're going for citizenship, it's like you have to do a whole course before you can even think about getting.
I'm like, one is not.
One day.
It's not enough. Like, one is not enough. I'm like, man, like. I
don't know what you would learn in that one day that's going to be of significance.
And I think that is what my question would also be. It's like, what are they teaching in this one day class? Like, manners and etiquette, Ghanaian manners and etiquette. Like, you can't, it's more to Ghana than that. You know what I'm saying? Not like, what are they teaching that? Yes, not everybody in Ghana speaks street, but what are they speaking? I mean, what are they teaching?
Yeah.
I don't know. But one day is definitely not enough to deep dive into. It's like a crash course for somebody's citizen, like now you're a citizen of the United States. This is the things. I mean not the United States. Now you're a citizen of Ghana. These are the things you should be aware of. Like, what are we? You know what I'm saying? In one day, nah.
Yeah,
at least a week.
Yeah, because they really want to test that people actually want to belong in the country. So like, you have to know the names of the presidents and all that kind of stuff.
I mean,
that's like proper study,
That's proper study, yeah. Like that, I'm not. I think that's one of those things, right? It's like, what is it doing for me?
Yeah,
right?
It doesn't,
right?
Life.
But it's like, I think actually giving people a crash course to cultures, the norms, like, you know what I'm saying? Even understand, let's say everybody's in a crowd, right? How many people even understand that Accra belongs to like the Ga Dangbes, or it's like it's a tribe that is not the same as this. You know what I'm saying? Or the cultural reverence that they have on certain days, and you know what I'm saying, like Durham or what days when you're not supposed to be making noise. Like how many people even understand it?
What is the difference between Gas and Ga Dangbes? What's the difference?
So one is the best that I could do is like kind of like give a example. I'll use the Ashanti Kingdom for example, right? We know that the Ashanti Kingdom, under the Ashanti Kingdom, there are like Akans, Fantis, Nzamas, all of these different places, all of these different tribes, and in these tribes there are clans and so on and so forth. So it's like Ga Dangbe is the overall umbrella that encompasses not just the Gas, but then the Adans, and I think there's a few other like the other tribes, like sub tribes. So that's what the difference will be. But Ga Dangbe is just the overall umbrella. Think of it like that Shanti Kingdom, the Ga Dangbe Kingdom, and within that there's sub. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, that's interesting. I mean, like there's so many ways that we can continue talking about this, honestly speaking.
But I guess really the point I was making is, like, if they're given that level of education, that's what, those are the pertinent things.
No, it's important to understand, because Accra land is for Gas.
Yes.
But a lot of people don't know that.
They don't even know that.
Because the first language that people speak when they come to Ghana is Tree.
Aquaba.
Yeah. You know? Yeah.
You know, this is, so, even with even within the locals, there's a lot of these discussions already going on. Like, hold on, like under,
And these things are actually important to understand when we are coming into the country as well, so that you have better understanding of what the temperature is on the ground, because you can easily say things that can offend people and not realize just because you don't understand the culture underneath it. So there is a lot actually to be taught.
Yeah,
I can't say how many times I've been to, like, I remember one time I went to go buy like ground roasted plantain, and the person started speaking to me in Tree. I'm like, I don't understand Tree, I'm an Ewe. And she's like, oh, and then switched to Ewe. But I'm like, okay, why didn't you speak Ewe first? Like, why did you speak Tree first? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when that is your language. That's your, do you know what I'm saying?
Especially if that's your language.
That was the person's language first. That was their mother tongue.
That's a lot of people's unspoken issues. A lot of like local Ghanaians are like, it's like, hold on, okay, I can speak Tree, but I'm not from any, but that's because it's like English has been a very widespread language that's been used from time to time through merchants and what I'm saying, all of those things. So that's why. But I think it's just, this should be a bigger drive by the locals to actually teach these different dialects, these different languages in schools and so on. I think the paramount king of Gas, the Ga Dangbe, is making a move for that. For schools in Accra are making like the Ga language mandatory. So again, these are things that they should be talking about. But, everybody's just worried about just the moolah. Do you people have money or not? You want to be a citizen? Do you have money? Or if you don't have money, then don't come and disturb us. But the reality is, like, bro, it should be more about the well-being of the country.
That's what it comes down to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how does this? What's the vision for Ghana, and how does that going to fit into it?
It's a bigger
because we've made a lot of promises. Again, we made a lot of promises. We want to give these people abode to reside and feel welcome, feel loved, feel like a place of belonging. Then what are we also doing to check them and check ourselves to make sure that we're fulfilling these promises? So
yeah, absolutely. And I definitely think there has to be some grasp on that, because we don't want Ghana to become like Jamaica, where a lot of Chinese people have come in and taken over.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, we have to be so careful in this stage with who we're letting in, what we're allowing, and so there has to be some level of
checks and balances.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So it works for everybody. So we all have something to gain. So one party doesn't feel hard done by over the other party. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said before, we have to be mindful of the economy, especially for the local people, that we don't gentrify the whole place. And now even then, they have to like be going back to the village because we've outpriced them on everything,
right before you had told me we were going to come on live, I was looking up like, you know, because, you know, a lot of people also making a move to Dubai and so on and so
Mhm.
forth, right? Do you know the requirements for Dubai citizenship?
No, what is it?
For UAE citizenship, it's generally requiring 30 years of legal residency.
Woo! That's
Fluency in Arabic.
Wow.
Of course, clean criminal record and stable income.
Mm.
And this is just the surface level.
Mm.
And so, who are the people who are complaining about it? 2 years. People who are complaining like, Chale.
I know. And that's what I said. The entry barrier to get into Ghana is actually pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not being funny. Some way, somehow, even the 2 years residency that you have, people have gone in and out. Okay, I've got my residency stamp, but I'm going back to wherever for 8 months, and then I'll come back to Ghana. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually not that tight. It's low entry, honestly. It really is very, very low entry.
Yeah, we should really be questioning. Other than, people looking to come to Ghana and retire and so on and so forth, we should be questioning like, hey, what do you have to also offer? You know what I'm saying? What do you also have to offer Ghana to help it move forward?
See, someone saying that when they were, I can't repeat. What's this name? What's this word?
When I was stationed.
I'm still working on my reading, people.
The last one?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan, we had to sit in the class for a week to learn about the Japan. Yes. Mm-hmm. See, and that's a week.
Yeah.
That's a week.
Exactly. So, there's some things that you have to learn that are important.
Yes, manners and etiquette. Mm-hmm. You know? Please, don't hand me something with your left hand.
Exactly. Simple things like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And some people don't even know the reason even behind that.
No,
things like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
They don't. So that's what if that's what a crash course, one day crash course is not sufficient.
No, it's very important to learn these things, because if not, over time we begin to lose more aspects of the culture. Before you know, culture gets diluted, and then it's like it's no different to somewhere in the West. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you. I always even used to say to because I've been working on my own. You know, so I've had conversations with some of the chiefs and elders in the community in the Adan village, right? And I was like, you know what would be really great? That people come from this side to that side and truly, like, you know what I'm saying? This citizenship, I feel like it's just like some surface level stuff, right? If you're really looking to belong to a place, right? You want to go, it's like, all right, the first level is like, okay, there's a country. Mm-hmm. And within the country, we established already, there's tribes, right? Mm-hmm. Which tribes have you visited and known, like, okay, hey, this resonates with me, this resonates. And once that resonates with you, you gotta basically pledge, like you have to, if you're in search of roots, if you can't find no documentation saying this, that, and the third, then you can build into that. You know what I'm saying? You can find a family and pledge that allegiance, that lineage, that clan, that you say, you know what, hey, I want to basically pledge my allegiance and my life purpose into any way that I can help you guys, and vice versa. And so long as I still have a home, long as I have a home here, then you guys are my people. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So that becomes your family. You know what I'm saying? We're in a very good and unique place to be in, to what do you call it? To now choose the family that you want to belong to. You get what I'm saying? Based off of your own choice and whatever. Now, your kids and so on and so forth who come from this, they become automatically, whether Ghana, whether Adan, whether Ashanti, whether this, whether that, whether Ellis, whatever you have chosen. But you have to find, so that I feel like citizenship is just even like the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? To get started and rolling. Or it can even be the final stage, because you can come to Ghana, come explore these things, and find a place that you feel like it belongs, and then put a stamp on it by becoming a citizen. Yeah. But a lot of people, they only stay in Accra, might go to Kumasi. You know what I'm saying? Might go to Central Region, might go to the Kakum National Park. That's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what all of Ghana encompasses.
It's true. But so I mean,
or even better, that's not what being a Ghanaian encompasses. You know.
some people do actually come and then like embed themselves into a family, and I think that's really good for, especially for their own protection. If you don't have like solid ties or real people that you can you know rely on, I think that's a really good way to do it. So actually, I like the idea of that. It's, you know,
come and join us. Come and join. Come and join that buffoon of La Badi.
I think we're pretty much done, unless there's anything else that you want to go over. If anybody has any last comments.
My name is a Liberian name. Oh, okay. It's okay. Me too. My own is from Mali. Modibo Keita, first president of Ghana. Yeah, I'll do a story time on my YouTube about that name.
Yeah, you can go sign up to his YouTube.
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep uploading videos? We have to just watch
you. Do I have a choice? Every day, I feel like you put an imaginary gun to my head. Are you going to do a YouTube video? Are you going to do a video?
I just want to know, that's all. But yeah, it's been great, guys. You know, I'm not really a fan of lives because I'm kind of shy, believe it or not. But here we are today. We are doing live.
Yes, we are doing live. We are live and in living color.
Yeah. So as you know, I'm in the States right now. I've actually come more so for business stuff because I'm trying to get my shea butter business off the ground here.
Yes, we're expanding.
So, we're definitely expanding.
Made in Ghana products.
So if you guys would like to purchase some as well, you can send me an email. The link is also in the description box, I think, somewhere.
Yes, what we're doing is value-added products. Yes, we are working on value-added products. So, you know, not just normal shea butter. I mean, even though we can source those for you as well. But, you know, our products are whipped shea butters. We also got some liquid black soap in the works. We got some perfumes, colognes in the works. It's a lot. There's a lot that this brand is about to offer you guys. So, you know, join us on this journey as we grow and expand this business. It's going to be some exciting news.
Yeah.
You know, many and more ways to support our mother Ghana.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, what was that? Okay. Yeah, so it's been good, guys, but I'll keep you informed as to what's happening here. I'm also going to be documenting the process of setting up business here and what that looks like.
Not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
In Ghana is hard. You can't see the red tape yet.
Exactly. So I'll be documenting that process for you guys to follow along, and that's it.
Yes.
So
Biggs Almighty on Instagram.
Yes.
On YouTube and all that.
Yep. I'll put the link somewhere.
So however that works. Me, I don't know it. So.
He doesn't know. I'm helping him. I'm helping him small.
This is my social media manager.
I won't go that far. You're not paying me, but it's okay. We'll talk about it.
I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you.
No, he's paying me.
I'm not paying you.
He's paying me. Okay, guys, it's been fun. I've actually enjoyed doing this live today. So let's keep talking. Let me know anything that I've missed. Put it in the comment section.
I'm definitely going to look up the rabbi and so on and so forth, their conversation that somebody mentioned. And
All right, guys, it's been fun. Until next time. See ya. We out.
Peace.
Let's papa.
Hey. I actually like doing this live.
It's actually